Alright, David Harry here, and in this video I'm going to show you an awesome case which is going to be awesome for protection for your new 16-inch MacBook Pro M4 Max. Now this particular case is the Unicorn Beetle by Supcase. Now this will be available for other sizes of MacBooks and various types of MacBooks as well, but what I'm going to be showing here is the 16-inch variation of the M4 Max MacBook Pro. Now, just to make something clear here, I'm not going to be showing you a brand new case being put onto my MacBook. What I'm going to do here is to show you a 3-year-old case, okay? So just to be clear, this computer here, this is my new M4 Max, so let me just put that slightly to one side. And what we've got here is my M1 Max. Now, the thing with this MacBook, right, this has been with me for 3 years, coming up to 3 years at the end of this month, which means this case went on it roughly within a few days of me buying it. So this case is 3 years old. Now, I don't know if we're going to see much here, but I'll just try and get some angles here so we can try and see what the condition of the case is like. Now, if I can get any good focus or any kind of good view on the case here, what we are going to notice is the case looks mucky, right? The case is scratched up and stuff. Now there's a good reason for that, and that reason is the case has been doing its job properly. Okay, so we'll just have a quick look at the back there. Okay, I mean, it might not look as bad as what I'm making it out, like the way it sounds, the way I'm making it out, but it is very grubby, and it is also like quite scratched and stuff. Now, what I'm going to do in a second is to take the case off this MacBook and put it on the other one, because the good thing here is that the designs haven't changed, so cases will go from one to the other. So the same case that I bought 3 years ago is going to go onto my new MacBook. But let me just explain maybe just one or two things here before I do this. Now, my MacBooks are normally used as desktop computers. So what I will normally do is have them closed over like this one is right now, basically clamshell mode, and I will have it shoved under this table. I've got like drawers under this table. My MacBooks normally sit on the drawers out the way, and then I have them connected like to a docking system, a Thunderbolt dock, which sits on top of this table in front of me. What it is, I'm going to go slightly sideways here. What you're looking at here is basically like the same space that I work in. Let me just show you something really quickly here. What it is, I have a monitor here, right? I have a monitor which is on like this arm system, so it swings right round. As we can see here, I'm going to start pulling the monitor around. So let me just pop that there a sec. Hold on, there's stuff it's getting in the way with. Now, right now, what you're seeing there is the back of my monitor. So this is my workspace now. So I'm looking at my monitor, but you're seeing the back of it. So right now, this is how I would work at this table. And then when I do a YouTube video, I just swing the monitor out like that. And then it's all like on like an intricate like double swivel system. And then I swivel it around and get it right out the way. So now this becomes my YouTube like workspace for shooting. The reason why I'm pointing out all of that is because this MacBook is normally under the table here, and then that monitor is normally swung out in front of me, and this is my workspace for doing all my editing or whatever I do for, like, me business stuff and things like that. Anyways, with that said and done, I'm basically just trying to point out that this normally sits under the table. However, say for instance, if I've got something going on in this room, I might need to take my Mac, say, into the kitchen or the living room and maybe do some basic, like, assembly editing, put the headphones on, do some stuff with it kind of like, bit mobile. Now, I've got to be dead honest, it very rarely goes outside the house, but when it does, in fact, give us a moment. When it does, it goes into this satchel here, or this backpack, okay? So there's actually a laptop compartment in this backpack. I don't need to throw it in there because it's just going to extend the length of this video, but I'm just showing you there is something that it can go into in that backpack. So it's either under the table, sometimes it's in that backpack to go outdoors with me, or I've got it in the living room or the kitchen and I'm just doing stuff while there might be stuff going on in this room. Do you know what I mean? Now, basically what that says is maybe I don't hammer my laptop as much as what other people do as far as movement is concerned, but nonetheless, for whatever I do with my MacBook here, this case has been absolutely amazing, right? And I've got to say, and I shouldn't really be saying this because this is just bad, but see, sometimes when the laptop is on like my tabletop here, because sometimes it has to be on the tabletop because I might be testing things with it, or I might be having to get access to different ports and stuff other than what like I'm plugged into via my docking system. But when it's like this on the top here, I mean, as a for instance, look, I might just have an SSD resting on it, or if I'm dead lazy, there could be a remote resting on it, or saying that, I might be playing games, there might be a controller resting on it. Now, don't get me wrong, you should not be doing these things, putting stuff on top of your expensive laptop, but inevitably, you know, when you kind of like push for time and stuff, or you're not really a neat freak, because believe me, I'm not a neat freak, you do stuff like this, and inevitably these are the kind of things that will scratch laptops and whatnot. Well, this is the reason why this Supcase Unicorn Beetle case is not in the best of condition, because I do kind of like treat the laptop fairly badly, to be honest, when it's inside this case. And what's really bad about that is that I've learned to do that over time because the case is so good. So I've become very relaxed in how I handle my laptop. Once again, I do not recommend that people use their laptop for things to sit on top of, but when you're at a tabletop which gets very cluttered very easily, it's so easy just to throw something on top of the laptop when it's sitting there. Anyways, enough of my life story there. So what I'm going to do, I've already seen what it looks like, I've explained how long it's been on it for and all that stuff. So now what I'm going to do is just take it off and put it on my new MacBook. So I think the best way to take it off is from behind. So what I'll do, right, as you can see this here, that's the back of the computer, okay? So when the Apple logo is pointing up towards you like that, it's the back of the computer. So I'll take the bottom off first, because then I can turn it over and then it can rest on its feet. Okay, so I think what I will do to take it off from the bottom, I'm going to try and attempt to take the bottom piece off at the front first. What it is, there are catches and what have you underneath these, underneath the actual clips and stuff, in order to catch onto the side of the computer. Okay, so I've just undone the clips on the bottom there. That was dead easy. Let me put that to one side. Okay, like what it is, there's some marks there from where the vent holes are on the underneath there as well. So yeah, you can see how long it's been there for. Now let me just flip it over once again. I'm just gonna have that so it's pointed backwards. So as we can see there, that's the orientation of it. And then the same thing, in fact, I'll just lift the lid up a little bit here. What I'm gonna do is just pry it off the edges here. In fact, you know what? I may overlay some stuff here from my original video, or if not, I'll have a link in the description to my original video when I first put this. In fact, I'll do that. I'll have a link at the end of this video and in the video description to the original video where I put this case on, so you can see exactly as it goes on. And all I'm doing here is basically coming off in reverse and undoing the catches on it. Now, like I say, this video isn't really about, like, you know, how to put the case on. It's really just a video to say, look, this case has been on for 3 years and it's given me tons of protection and stuff like that, because I think that's more important than being shown how to put something on which might be crap in the first place. What I can say to you is, this case is not crap, it's awesome. So what I'm going to do is just flip that off there. Hold on, let me just pry it off at the side. Okay, and then I'll put it upside down. Okay, now as we can hopefully see there, this M1 Max MacBook should look like pretty awesome as far as the condition is concerned. There's going to be like small little like bits of dust in there probably and things like that, but it most certainly hasn't been scratched or anything. So hopefully I can give that a bit of justice there. Now on the underside, we'll get a little grip of that as well, hopefully. What it is, I don't know if these lights are going to shine too much and what have you. Now, as we can hopefully, or as we will hopefully be able to see there, the underneath is fine. There was just a bit of dust on it. And the reason why is because there's like vent holes on the bottom here, so of course, you know, there could be dust that'll get on it over time, but nobody's bothered about dust. It's the scratching and the wrecking of your laptop that you want to prevent. Anyway, so let me do this carefully so I don't damage anything. So let me just put the M1 Max to one side there. Okay, so once again, so this is my new M4. So again, as we'll see there, that's the back that you can see. So Apple logo's like pointing up in the air from your point of view, and that's the back. So I think the first thing that I will do is to put the lid bit on. Okay, now where it says Supcase on the lid, I don't know if we're going to see it, but where it says Supcase there, that goes at the back. So I'm just going to pop that on the back first and just push it on at the back. Okay, that seems to have gone on. Then I'll just push the sides on and then put, oh, that's gone on. Okay, just pop it all down. Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's see. Yep, that's all gone on perfectly. Okay, so let me just pop this around. So I'll turn that upside down, and then the same thing. We start from the back, coming to the front to put the bottom piece on as well. Now you're gonna know what the bottom piece, or the orientation of the bottom piece. There's gonna be a whole bit which is all cut out on the back, so that's the back, and then the front bit there is all like, you know, got a lip on it and stuff, so you definitely know that that's the front. But like I said, the back bit you can identify because there's nothing on the back. So what I'm going to do first of all then is to get these couple of catches that run across the back of it to latch in on the back. Hold on. So they've caught on the back, and then the same thing, I'm just going to start popping it down on the sides. Oh, it's clipped in, and then it's clipped in. Okay, right. To be honest, I thought I was going to be struggling a lot more with that, but that seems to have gone on fine. Okay, let me just have a quick look out. Let me just open it up. Hold on. Yeah, that's all clipped on fine on the inside. Like I say, I'm not going to do all the boring camera angles on this video just to show you close-ups to things that you can see in another video. There'll be other people actually probably showing this same case, you know what I mean, and you can see it perfectly close up on my previous video. What I'm trying to do here is just to show you that a 3-year case, which has protected my M1 Max, massively protected it, is now on my new M4 Max here. And I'm fairly sure that's going to last another 3 years there. However, that would be really cheap of me if I were to do that. So I've not done it yet, but I'm going to order another one. And then what I'm going to do is put this one back on my M1 Max, and I can stay on that until like whoever buys it. They might want to keep it on. I don't know. It will clean up a bit better. And then the new one that I get can come on to this one, so it all looks dead neat and stuff. But like I say, this one's definitely lasted, you know, for 3 years. And this would go on easily for another 3 years. Honestly, it's been super strong and protective for me M1 Max, and you could probably see that from the condition of the M1 Max when I took it all off. Anyways, I know this video has been a bit random and stuff, but this hopefully has been a very real world example to some people out there of just how good these Supcase Unicorn Beetle cases are. I personally wouldn't touch anything else for like my big MacBooks, and I believe that they also do them for the smaller MacBooks. They might do them for the Airs and stuff like that. Anyways, there'll be links and stuff to this case in the video description below, and from there you might be able to see variants of it for other types of Macs, and they do it for the 14-inch MacBook Pros as well. If you've liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. A sub to the channel would be absolutely awesome. I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.